Hopefully we get viewers.
All right, we're live. Hopefully, if you can hear this, I had to redo. As you can tell, there's been a bunch of remodeling going on. Let me know if you can hear us okay. If not, then we're going to figure something else out. Somebody comment. Make sure you can hear us live. Chad, can you hear us? I'll make sure everybody can hear us. And since this is for, well, make sure somebody can hear us.
Yeah, don't look very promising.
No, it don't. Check. Mic check. Loud and clear.
I can't hear you,
Loud
Zach.
and clear.
Zach's mic's off. Something.
We got a loud and clear.
Check. Aha.
There it is.
There it is. There he is.
Check, baby, check.
Okay. Okay, so Braden said he can hear us loud and clear, so hopefully we're there. I want to start off by saying that this show is for the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals at Thunder Valley, and that's what we're going to discuss tonight. JT's going to run through a lot of stuff because there's a lot of information to pack into tonight's show. Hopefully there's a lot of information. We're going to do a question and answer kind of thing at the end of it once JT clears all his stuff out. And that way, if there's more questions, we can answer them.
We're going to answer everything that we have answers to.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's still some stuff that we're working through some bugs. So bear with us, but we're doing the best we can to make this a successful event.
Yeah.
And I might get off on a rant. So
yeah.
There's no doubt you'll get off on a rant.
Right. Yeah. So if you guys ask reasonable questions, I'll give you reasonable answers if I have answers. If you ask crazy questions, I'm probably just going to skip it.
Yeah.
Or I'll answer the crazy question.
Everybody can see the comments. So what we're going to do though is just going to hang out for a second because like I said, this is not a normal show. So we're going to let people get in here. The best thing that you can do if you're watching this is to share it out on your Facebook pages.
Yeah, I need to share it out too.
Share it out. That way everybody is aware that we are live. Like I said, there's really not
this is not our normal thing.
No, and there's not really a time limit. So if it's 15 minutes, 15 minutes. If it's an hour, it's an hour. But we're just going to roll through it tonight.
15 minutes, preferably.
15 minutes, preferably.
About 2 hours.
Just
We
kidding.
might be here 2 hours.
That's fine.
You never know.
Need to order some pizza.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what Peyton's saying.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
I'm going to go ahead and start off a little bit because I know when this deal came about, JT had asked me to come on board, help out because of the social media side. Right, JT? Ain't that what you asked?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead.
So, no, I'm just saying. So I know what stemmed this was there's a lot of questions that's getting sent to the Flag to Flag media page, which is fine. I'll do what I can to help. But I'm not really – so how it's structured is I'm doing all the social media stuff. JT, Zach, and TJ Mulvaney are doing the actual race running program, whatever you want to call it. I don't have anything to do with that. So, but I am trying to help as much as possible, trying to do the social media side of it, because as we all know, races are either good or bad a lot of times because of how well they're promoted, the information that's out there by them, and all that type of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. So hopefully tonight's show will sum up a lot of the questions since Zach and JT are here. Yeah, so that's where I want to start off.
It's not just a live show. This will stay on, and you can go watch it on YouTube or on Facebook.
Yeah, it is
at
on
any time if you want. If somebody misses it and they want to see kind of what the gist of it is.
Right.
So we're not going to delete it.
Okay. So we got 34 viewers. So thank you for everybody for tuning in. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to let JT take over and kind of go through the spill on the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals at Thunder Valley.
Okay, so here we're going to start. I'm going to tell you what happened because that's what everybody thinks that other people played hands in it, and that's not what happened. A couple of weeks ago, probably a month ago, we had Fan Appreciation Night at Brownstown Speedway. It was very successful. We all signed bunches of autographs. There was tons of people there that night, so it was a really successful night. But while I was signing autographs on my car, one of the guys that used to race with me at Thunder Valley, TJ Mulvaney, he used to run a Modify up there, and he had a mini sprint and a pure stock for a while.
And a Modify.
He came up and he said that he had tried to promote the racetrack, but he couldn't get anywhere. I said, "Oh man," because we pushed really hard for the last guy to get in, and of course it didn't work out. That didn't have nothing to do with us, and there's no hard feelings.
Right.
But I said, "Okay." Well, I haven't talked to anybody in a while, but right now there's a guy trying to run a race up there, so I don't know what could happen. Well, later on that week, one of my buddies messaged me and said, "Hey, if you're looking to run a scrapper in October, don't worry about it because it's not going to happen. And I said, oh, okay, with the sad emoji. And then I moved on. And then a couple of days later, I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I need to just like go pick his brain and see if I could help him maybe put on a race or something. So Isaiah put on a race a month ago, probably. And we took a bunch of scrappers up there and we ran in the scrapper division and they had Crown Vics. Isaiah is a derby guy. He puts on derbies on a regular basis and he's been putting stuff on for the fair board. The fair board has put him to put on demos and other stuff. He's been running it. So I called Isaiah and said, hey, buddy, they said that he wasn't going to run a race. You know, the last race, of course, it got dusty. No fault of his own. He tried. He worked on the racetrack. Right. You know, he watered it all the day that day. He's a demo guy. That's what you do at demos. So that's what he did for the racetrack. You know, he put his best effort in. The racetrack was smooth. It wasn't rough, but it was dusty. It got really dusty in the Crown Vic feature. It was pretty dangerous, really. I mean, we'll be honest, but it wasn't because it was a lack of effort. He put a lot of effort in, and he has been nothing but nice to me since I've talked to him. So I said, well, what all would it take for me to put on a race? Just talking to Isaiah or help you put on a race. And he didn't have any interest on putting on another race, but he wasn't against me doing it. He said, you just have to reach out to the fair board. Well, a lot of us have played T-ball and baseball at Salem Park and Rec. So, of course, Rose Anderson was a umpire up there for a long time. Well, she's currently, and she's almost done. She's got one more month left, but she's the fair board president. So I reached out to Rose and said, hey, I'm thinking about putting a race on, but before I put all this effort in, would it be something that would get approved? She said, I don't know. We'd have to vote on it and we'd have to let you know. And I said, that's fine. But I said, if I'm going to do it, I need to know something really, really soon because we got to get advertising on it. Because obviously we got a month to get this in. So Rose gets back with me 3 days later and she goes, hey, everybody on the fair board, which I know most of them, Tom Day and Kevin Stewart and a couple others. And they said they'd be fine with me doing it. Well, I knew exactly who I needed to do it with. So I knew I couldn't run Zach's class. So I needed somebody to run track prep. So I called Zach. Hey, your class ain't going to run. Can you run track prep? You want to say what you said?
Here I am. What'd I say?
Here I am.
He said, I've always wanted to do it. So he didn't bat an eye. I said, do you think this is crazy for doing it? He said, it's not crazy, but it's going to be a lot of work. I said, I know it's going to be a lot of work. And I said, I got 2 other guys that I got to get a hold of. So then I got a hold of TJ. I sent TJ a message next and said, hey, I've got a chance to put on a race. I said, I know you're wanting to run the racetrack all year for a full season. I mean, that's not nobody's made that deal yet. I'm not saying that's a done deal, but TJ has a desire to run the racetrack for a full year. I said, this is a good way to get your foot in the door. I said, you can take the credit for it after it's over. I'm fine with that. TJ jumped on board. He's been nothing but help since we got him, and he's going to be there. He's going to be the main guy you guys have to deal with up there. That's that race. He's going to be the guy making calls and making decisions. So he's not here tonight because he's on vacation. He will be on the next podcast. We had to get this information out because we were getting so many questions and we just want to answer them on here instead of making posts. Well, then I knew that I had to have somebody that could get it out and get it advertised. Well, Matt's the guy for that. I mean, the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals was a huge success the first time. It looks like it's going to be a bigger success to me the second time. I can't make any promises at this moment, but that's the way it's going to be. Peyton is going to be the guy that's doing all the help behind the scenes, but Peyton's going to race. So because we're going to run, I guess we haven't announced that yet, but he's going to be running the classes that we race. So he can only do so much because he's got to be working on race cars too. So we're all in this deal trying to run this race, and it's been a lot more work than I even thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but my phones, I bet I've made 250 phone calls in the last 2 weeks, because it's not like we've known for a long time. So, and this was all done before the court hearing last week too. This has been in discussions for, I'd say we've probably known for 3 or 4 weeks that it could happen,
right?
But we didn't know for sure that it was going to happen, because once we got the approval from the fair board, I had to go find insurance. You guys have no idea how much insurance costs to run an event.
We do now.
It was astronomical amounts that we were getting quoted. And I was like, boys, it's not that I don't want to, but I'm already taking a gamble because I have to lease the racetrack. So we're paying a lease to rent the racetrack. On top of that, I had to supply my own insurance. So I was on the phone for a full week with people just getting insurance quotes. Well, I finally got one that made sense that we could swing. So I've got the insurance and we got the track lease covered. That's all good. All I got to do is go up there and sign for the insurance and give her the money. But she's got it set on her desk. She said be there whenever I was ready. So it's all coming together but we're only 4 or 5 weeks from, do you know how far we are away, Matt? What are we?
4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks. So we're
4 weeks. Yeah.
We need all your guys' help to push this because it costs a lot of money to do this. It takes a lot of time to do this. There's so many moving parts. I can't even begin to tell you how much stuff and people helping has been. It's been overwhelming. And I appreciate all the help and I appreciate all you guys volunteering to help. And if I don't get back to you, it's not because I don't want you to help. It's just because I either forgot you or I've got so much going on that
we're getting 100 messages a day.
Yeah. I mean,
which is good. It's good.
Volunteer to help if you want to help and I'll do my best to get you in there. But so far I've got an abundance of help and I'm just trying to make sure I know where they're all going and they have a job to do so they know what they got to do. Cause you got people selling tickets. You got people cooking food. We got a food booth going. We got people working racetracks. We got people working fire and safety. We got an ambulance service. We got wreckers coming in. We got people announcing. We got people flagging. We got people in the lineup, lining people up. We got people doing driver sign in. That's just a small part of it. I didn't bring my notebook to tell you all the jobs. I've got 2 pages of jobs that I'm staffing. So bear with me. If I don't get back with you, it's nothing that you've done wrong. It's just because I've got so much going on. But that's how it all got going.
Well, I kind of want to butt in here for just a brief second. If anybody watched the Wild Wheel Throwdown when I was on there, last week or whatever, we was talking about this race in particular, and what I want everybody to be aware of, like, I don't want this to be. This is a race put on by racers. It's because everybody knows how the racing world is right now. Tracks need help. Tracks, whatever. Thunder Valley has sat dormant for 3 years minus the demos and the few events that's been put on. All we're trying to do is JT brainstorm with some other guys about, hey, this track's sitting empty. It's end of October. Let's just do something where people can go up there and play on a Saturday night with the 3 classes that's running, and let's just have fun. So I wanted to throw that out there before social media became these guys are over their head. These guys aren't doing stuff right. I mean, it is what it is. You're just like I was telling Dalton on the show, Dalton Connor. I was like, there ain't nothing like having a $20,000-$30,000 race car sitting in the garage. You can't go out and play with it. So
right.
It's just for fun. It's just to have, a good time and do something at Thunder Valley because Thunder Valley holds such a special place in people's hearts. So I just wanted to throw that out there. We're going to do the best job that we can. Zach's going to do the best job he can track prepping. JT and them's going to do the best job promoting and whatever. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
And before anybody gets on there and starts pounding keys after the event or during the event, I want you to know that we're not making money.
We've already did the math. We
unanimously voted in the meeting the other day that every dollar over what we pay, what covers our cost, will go right back to the purse. It's drivers promoting races for drivers.
Yes.
We're trying to make this about you guys.
And that's one of the reasons why we've not actually had a set purse payout. I know I've got several messages about it, is because the more sponsorships we get in, the bigger this is going to be. So like JT said, every dime that we get going into this is going into the event. There's nobody putting any money in their pockets.
Nobody's patting their pocket.
The racers.
And I will make sure that I've got the best accountant lady handling the money up there. She will make sure that every dime goes where it needs to go. Of course, we got to cover our cost.
My bank account's going to be big that next day.
This is there's been some stuff, but this is a big gamble because once I pay it, I don't get it back. If it rains out, I have to give the sponsors their money back. So I'm out everything. You're talking $2,500, $3,000 that we're just out. So it's a gamble for us to even have it. We're trying to do it to save a racetrack that I care about. It's the racetrack I grew up at. It's the racetrack my mom and dad had their first date at. It's the racetrack I won races at. It's the racetrack that Peyton grew up at. It's not don't come into this event thinking that this is going to be flawless,
Yeah.
because there's going to be hiccups.
This ain't Eldora.
If we get by with 5 hiccups, I'm going to be tickled to death. But there's going to be hiccups. But our goal is to. Can I go ahead and get into that stuff? Is that okay?
But you got the floor.
So our plan is to have the drivers meeting at 1:30 and 2:00. Race cars are hitting the racetrack for hot laps. I want to be done at 7:00. I want 5 hours. I guess I didn't tell what classes were. I'm not trying to jump ahead. So we all sat down. Well, I sat down and did the math. Then we all had a meeting about it. It's not that we don't want to run more than 3 classes. And it's not that we're showing favoritism to these 3 classes. These 3 classes make the most financial sense for what we're doing. So we're going to run the Hornets, we're going to run the Pure Stocks, and then we're going to run the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. Those classes, if we didn't get any sponsors, because I didn't know we were going to have this much support. We've got a ton of sponsors already. It's overwhelming, the sponsors we've got. But those 3 classes cover themselves with very few race cars. That's what I was worried about, because we don't want you guys to come in. At bare minimum, we wanted to pay Brownstown purse. And it looks like we're going to exceed that. And it looks like the Crown Vic purse is going to be really, really good. But we want to pay bare minimum Brownstown Speedway purse. So you guys go ahead and guarantee that you're going to get Brownstown money to come. I'll lock that in. I'm taking that gamble. So
At a minimum.
if you show up, the minimum you're going to get is Brownstown Speedway money. The plan is to do way more than that. And we're not just going to spread it through the Crown Vics either. The Pure Stocks, Brownstown's probably all we're going to get.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of cars to cover that. So Brownstown's payout for Pure Stocks. That's probably what it's going to be. Hornets, we're looking to raise more money for you guys, and it's in the works. We've done talked to a few people. And Crown Vics, we've done got a bunch of people throwing money at you guys. So, but we're also not going to stack it all on top.
No.
That was something we talked about in our meeting too. We want to pay a decent amount to win, but we want you to get a good chunk of money for just starting it. Because I've done got 20 Crown Vics that are locking in, so it's going to be hard to make it, and we don't have no way to do qualifying. So you're going to go off a draw. It's not going to be easy for even the fastest Crown Vic guys to come make it the show. I'm thinking there's probably going to be 4 heats and we're going to take 4. I mean, the way it's looking. So it's not going to be easy, but even if if you don't make it, we want to give you something, because we want to take care of everybody. So don't expect a $5,000 or I heard somebody say the other day we was paying $1,500 to win. I never said that.
Nobody said that.
Don't expect a bunch of money to win, but expect a good amount of money to start. I don't know what Brownstown pays you guys to start, but we're trying to get the start money up as high as we can to take care of you guys. So, and the Hornet guys are the same way. We're trying to get money to take care of you guys too. I mean, don't expect a buttload to win or anything, but hopefully your start money is at least better than it's been at other times. Then I'm not bashing Brownstown or anything.
No.
Either. That's just for our event.
But I'm going to throw out there too that we have discussed that sponsors, if you're wanting to sponsor, or sponsors that have committed but haven't paid yet, we're going to try to get sponsors wrapped up by next Friday or early the week before. And I'm not saying you can't come in later, but that's going to help us determine get the purse payout out there to the public.
Right. We're not trying to rush you because we appreciate all the sponsors we get, but we're trying to get a payout out so we can start pushing that to say, hey, this is the bare minimum that we're going to give you. Right. So these guys have an idea what they're racing for. I know you guys race for a bunch of money at Crown Vic Speedway this weekend. I know the Spooky pays like $2,500. It's probably not going to be that crazy, but it's going to be good for a little dirt race, and at the end of the year that you guys can come play at. And that's one of the reasons we picked the date that we did too. Also, October 25th is late in the year. It could be cold. We don't know. Usually October is dry, but it could rain. We don't know.
If it's snowing, we're racing.
But what we do know is Brownstown's done, Sportsdrome's done, Salem Speedway's done, Paragon's done. That's cars that we can get.
Right.
So if you guys, run asphalt every week, don't be afraid to come run dirt. Come on down and hang out with us, and we'll treat you the best we can. Asphalt, dirt, whatever you guys run, come down. But that's why it's so late in the year. We're starting at 2 because if we can beat the dark, hopefully we can beat the real cold.
And we don't have to worry about the lights there.
Right. Don't have to worry about lights, and we can beat the cold, and it just works out better for everybody. So do you want to read through some questions? You want me to keep going until?
No, I mean,
I got some more stuff to cover.
There is some questions. And the one thing I do want to, all the people that's willing to work to help out, I mean, phenomenal. And we can't thank you guys enough. Christy said that she could help score if we need help scoring. Ryan Roberts said he might be able to take some pictures.
Sweet.
Craig Cooper and his wife said they could help.
Sweet.
Craig asked about the equipment for track prep. We are currently looking into that.
I locked it in today.
Okay.
So the tractor and disc are locked in. The sheep's foot's locked in. The drag's locked in. The water truck's locked in as well. So
And most of that, thank you to
thanks,
JT's Uncle Buddy.
yeah, thanks Uncle Bud for the tractor and disc. Thanks Temple and Temple for the sheep's foot and the operator to run it. That was great. The fairgrounds supplied the water truck. Bud supplied the drag as well. I think we have a grader on standby if we need it.
Yeah.
Hoping we don't need it.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
you just
I
never
will
know.
say the track prep, it won't be for a lack of effort. We're going to try to get out there at least a week before
Yes.
and start disking it up and getting work done on it.
I
So,
feel really, after discussions we've had, I feel really confident with the track prep. I really, really do. And I also talked to these guys too. Whenever we start track prep, I'm going to do some videos and post them on social media, kind of let everybody know what's going on. So
Everybody that's running a piece of equipment is experienced on a piece of equipment.
yes,
It's not people that are just jumping on tractors and doing stuff. Everybody that's out there doing it has experience on it. And me and Peyton's made it our mission to be out there picking up rocks.
Yeah, that's why me and JT are picking up the rocks.
Yeah. We're not equipment guys.
No.
Peyton can ride around on the full wheeler and I'll follow him throwing rocks in the wagon. But
and I'll ride around video.
Yeah.
we are. There's been a couple people tell me that there's a bunch of rocks on there. I'm well aware there's rocks
Yeah.
on there. We've addressed it. We've got a plan to get them up.
yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to get them all,
Right.
Right.
but we're going to get as many as we can every day and try to address it. The dirt's
that's-
still really good.
That's what people have
Yeah.
to understand is it's not going to be perfect.
Right.
This
Yeah.
track has not been raced on a full race for
Right.
3-4 years.
Right.
If
So you have to.
if we can keep the dust down, the
Right.
rocks to a minimum,
Right.
and
I'm
I'd
going
be
to.
happy with a couple of grooves of racing.
You
I
can't
think-
just.
Yeah.
I know we talk about it all the time, but you can't bash a racetrack
No.
from the one night that the guys that are really trying to make this place come back to life.
The only thing that I ever like, and you guys as racers understand this too, but I think the only time that a track should have any kind of like, and it's not even really negative, it's just negative. Like if it gets to a safety issue, I think
Right.
that is when. But if it's dusty, it's a
I
dirt
can-
track.
I
Like I
can
don't.
almost promise you that it won't be real dusty.
Right.
Now, the only thing we're a little concerned on is we don't know how it's going to work in after we do all this disking.
Yeah.
So there could be some character in it. We're going to do our best to keep character out of it,
Right.
but it won't be it won't be near as dusty as it was last time. If anything, it might be Brownstown dusty.
I'm telling you, I've been around this long enough. I've watched Jim Price work a racetrack in. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure it's
And we will be packing the track in backwards, just so you all know.
yes. But I'm hoping when 2:00 hits, we don't have to do anything, and the first group can go out there and they're ready to roll.
Yes.
So if it's a little dusty, if it's a little rough, I'm sorry. Don't come knock my head off, but I'm trying everything I
Yeah.
can.
Don't think it's lack of effort because
Yeah.
we're gonna at the latest we will be on the racetrack Monday afternoon,
Yeah.
the week before at the latest.
At the latest.
We're
As long as it ain't raining. I mean, if it rains all week,
Yeah.
just
Right.
bear with us.
We got to play
Come
the
on.
cards we're dealt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't get to be the dealer and the card player.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yes, Mike, Air, if you want to answer that, there's
yeah, there is a
two.
hotel.
There's 2 hotels and bars close by.
Yes.
Yes.
I was reading out. I will say this. So a lot of people that's commenting and willing to help. Let's just do this. If JT's okay with it. I don't. If he's not, then too bad. If you're willing to
Oh
help,
my gosh. I
Sorry.
knew that was going to happen.
Sorry, I'm popular. My phone doesn't stop ringing since this came out.
if you're willing to help with anything, send JT a message on Facebook. But here's the reason I say that is because I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So
But it doesn't hurt for me to have a list of people that I can call on.
That's
Right
what I was
now,
getting
everything's
at.
covered.
yes,
Right now, I think I've got everything covered, but it doesn't hurt to have a backup,
right.
and-
Especially when it comes to scoring or
right.
work or something. I
Right.
mean,
and I should hear back from my scoring person this week. She's going to let me know. But if she locks in the scoring deal, scoring's covered.
right.
So I'm waiting to hear back from her. If not, then obviously Christy said she could do it. And then Rachel said that she would be
Yeah.
willing to do it too.
Yeah.
So and maybe the lady that I want needs help. I don't know. I told her she could make whatever call she wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting to hear back for confirmation from her. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
overpass anybody, but I've got people right now, but I need backups.
We need
never hurt.
alternates. We need a list of the people we could contact.
Right.
And we appreciate all of it.
Absolutely.
You never know when crap's going to hit. If somebody end up in the hospital or somebody gets sick, stuff happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so anybody that thinks they might want to have help or have time to help, shoot me a message. And if I need you, I'll call you or I'll message you back and see if we can't work something out. But right now, I think we're okay. Backups are good, though.
Mike says he's got to keep the crews happy. That's
yeah.
where the hotel and the bar comes into play.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever you got to do to keep the crew happy, that's the main thing.
Craig asked any chili cheese fries. Will do you have that secured yet?
That's not been locked down yet.
Okay.
Right now, we have a food truck that's supposed to let me know. I'm gonna call him again tomorrow and see if he's checked on. He's supposed to let me know if check his calendar, but that was a week ago. So,
Okay.
But we might open it. There could be a possibility that I'm calling more food trucks. That's up to him. So,
Yeah.
But we're gonna have another show. I want that to be known after we get all these sponsors locked in the next 7 days, probably late next week, maybe. You think, Matt?
Well, here's the thing. I never dreamed, well, you always have the hope, but I never dreamed that we would get as much support and this turn out to what it's turning out to be. So we originally announced we were going to do this show to launch it, and then we are going to do another show for the final updates. If we have to do 2 more shows to get everything, because if stuff happens within the next week or 2, we'll do another show, and then we'll do another show right before the event to kind of, finalize everything. But yeah, as long as we keep getting, we can do as many shows as we keep getting updates.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if it keeps growing, we'll just keep doing it. We want it to be successful to help set TJ up for next year, showing that it can be successful.
Right. And TJ's put a lot of work into this too. So
TJ and his wife.
Yeah. And him coming from a racing background, he kind of knows how everything needs to be ran. So I really think that, they could do some good. So
I'd been around TJ for a long time, but getting to know him through this, you're not going to find a nicer guy and a better guy to promote a racetrack, possibly. I mean, he has really took this serious, head on. The guy knows what he's done most of the research before I even had to do it, so treat the guy good, because I'm telling you, he's a good guy, good-hearted guy. If Isaiah comes and helps, treat that guy good. What a great guy he's been to help us out, and he's going to help us, show us some ropes on how some of the stuff works up there as far as PA systems and stuff. So.
Okay, so let's do this, JT. We got 60 people watching. Let's do a rundown. So the 3 classes run are going to be the Crown Vics with the Dirt Nationals, Pure Stocks, Hornets, and then there's going to be a scrapper class. Crown Vics are using Brownstown rules. Pure Stocks will be using Brownstown rules. And the reason for that is just because we're trying to stay as close as we can to the packages we know.
Yeah. Can I break that down real quick? Is that okay?
No, go ahead.
So Crown Vic rules, we got a couple tech guys we're looking at. One of them done confirmed he could do it. The other one we're waiting to hear back. It's going to cost some money. That's not cheap. But
it has to happen. We want everybody to know that.
Yeah. So
it has to happen.
Don't think that you're going to be able to cheat your Crown Vic up and come to this. There's, at the very, very least, computers will be checked.
Yeah.
I've got confirmation that computers can be checked and they know what they're looking for. They're not looking to see if you just tweaked something a little bit. They have what he called it a factory. So like if somebody brings a Crown Vic in for warranty work, they can see if you've messed with it at all. If it don't match the warranty thing, you're done. So we're not going to be lenient on that for the Crown Vic guys, because we're trying to make this a big event.
And if it does not read, you are disqualified.
Yeah. No read is the same as a bad read to us. So, there's a couple other things he's going to check, but no, we're going by Brownstown Speedway Crown Vic rules. So if you don't know them, get on there and look. There's stuff in there that he's going to check. So
and they will be enforced. It's not like they're
Yes.
Yeah.
If
it's going to be enforced.
No leniency on it.
Right.
So Pure Stocks, I've got the Flash. Kurt Bennett is going to take the Pure Stocks. We're doing Brownstown Speedway rules. It's nothing against any of the other racetracks, but Brownstown's the closest. They get 35 cars a night. I don't think there's any other track getting that many Pure Stocks a night, so I'm going to cater to those guys. Yeah. I've told him, I gave him a list of things that we want to check. We're going to check to make sure you got stock mount shock. I'm going to be lenient on the location because I know some of you guys at Paragon move yours around. So, but the front, as far as the front, they got to be in the stock spot. The rear, if you moved them a little bit, as long as they're close, I'm going to let that go. But stock mount style. No front weight jacks. Obviously, if you're on a stock mount front shock, you can't run a weight jack anyway. Dual plane intakes will be checked. You have to run a dual plane intake. You can single pump carburetors, dual lines, okay. Single pump dual line or smaller, that's fine. Those carburetors. As far as tires, we're doing M60s only, no 30s,
Okay.
no 600s. Ain't that the other one?
Yeah,
H600,
Yeah.
500, I think.
H500.
Yeah, whatever they
It's
are.
M60 only. I'm not trying to overwhelm Kurt. Kurt's donating this to do this for me. And if you guys know Kurt Bennett, he's a pure stock Hall of Famer in every stretch of the imagination. One pure stock race there where he's not an idiot. He's going to know what he's looking at. So M60 or DOT street tire. No M30s, no H500s, M60s only on the Hoosier. Am I getting too bossy?
No, you're beating on the table and it's going through your mind.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
He might get to other things, but those things will definitely. I'm trying to keep everybody on the same playing field because the single plane intake and the big carburetors, that makes the Brownstown guys at a disadvantage. I got to take care of those guys. They're 15 minutes away.
Right.
That's the guys we're trying to get. If we get other guys, that's great too. We'll try to take care of them, but those things are going to be checked. Hornets, Kurt's also going to check the Hornets. I got another guy that's possibly going to look at some of the stuff. We're not doing SCDRA. That rumor got spread really fast for some reason. I don't know who spread it. That's not happening. It's Brownstown Speedway, Hornet rules. I talked to a couple of Hornet guys at Brownstown. They said SCDRA wouldn't give them an unfair advantage. Again, Brownstown's the closest. We're going to take care of the Brownstown Hornets. They bring 25 cars a night. I'm trying to steal 10 or 15 of them. I got to take care of those guys. I can't open up SCDRA guys hoping that I can get 3 guys from Indianapolis
Right.
and then run 10 off from Brownstown. That's the reason we're doing that. It's nothing against Hornets have come a long way in the last 5 years. They are not near what they used to be. But my insurance was expensive, and I told them I was going to take care of this. But we're going to check safety stuff. You're going to have a good mounted cage. You're going to have your seat properly mounted. Your battery's going to be in a good location. It ain't just going to be out dangling somewhere. We're going to check that stuff. Seat belts, I understand dates get behind. I'm going to be okay. I'll be lenient on the dates, but if they look like they've sit outside and dry rotted, you're not running them. I'm going to bring a couple spare sets of belts that are in good shape, and you can just have them as far as that's concerned, but we got to be safe on this, guys. And the scrapper thing, Zach, tell them about the scrappers. You lead this part. What are we doing on scrappers?
Scrappers, you need to have we're going to run the Salem rules or Salem Speedway rules. And you do not have to have the window nets, but you do need the door plates. No all-wheel drive cars. As far as the windows, you can leave the front window. The rest of them have to be busted out. You need your edges taped if there's still glass in the window. What else?
Did you say anything about window nets?
Yeah, window. You do not have to run the window nets.
We don't discourage window nets.
Yeah,
but we're not enforcing that. The door plate we are going to enforce.
Yeah, you do need to have the door plates and no passengers.
Yeah, no passengers,
Yeah.
and it's nothing.
That's kind of a insurance deal. I mean, not. We just want to make sure that no one gets hurt. So that's the biggest thing here because we do not need sued and lose everything.
We have insurance, but we don't want to use it.
Right, right.
And
so,
as far as go ahead.
The scrappers will be 40 laps, normal way. We're not doing backwards. We're not stopping halfway. You're going to get 40 laps at the end of the race, very end of the night. There will be a bunch of water put down, so hopefully we can keep you slowed down. Yeah, I think that's it for scrapper stuff.
The only time we will stop is if somebody's in a dangerous spot.
Yep.
And if the track gets dried out and you guys start going too fast,
Yeah, we're going to
stop it. We're going to water it again.
Yeah.
And it's not that we don't think you guys can drive. It's just that there's no safety really.
Right.
There,
Yeah. I
know?
mean, you got a seatbelt, and some of us don't even wear them. So I'm one of them. So, yeah, we just don't want nobody getting hurt. That's the biggest thing. So, as far
4-cylinder, 6-cylinder.
yeah, 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder cars only. No V8s. If you come in with an all-wheel drive car and got a V8 in it or something, you will not race. So we're not going to do that. And there will be cops there, so no fighting. If we think you're going to fight, you're thrown out with no pay. So don't come bring your bull crap down there.
We
Good
just
job.
got to, and the
Good
reason we got to take it serious. I mean, this is going to be a truly ran event, not. I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah.
I get stuff happens, but the whole fighting bull crap, like,
yeah, arguing,
what-
fighting, we're not. Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to tell you is, if you're driving crazy and all that other crap, I mean, it's going to be heavily enforced. I will say that.
There's enough people there that know if you ran over somebody on purpose.
Yeah.
We got Will Greenwell going to announce it. He's going to be able to know if that's going on. Matt's going to be watching. Kurt's going to be watching. Bobby Puckett's going to be flagging. If you don't think Bobby Puckett can make a call like that, you're crazy. So, I mean, these guys, they've been around racing, and it's Thunder Valley. There's going to be a little rubbing. There's going to be some beating and banging, but just flat going in there and clearing somebody out's not going to happen. And as far as that goes, too, if we think even if it looks pretty intentional and it wasn't, we're going to do the stop on the track to the tail, because that takes our judgment out of it.
Yeah.
So nobody can say we're playing favorites.
I had that happen to me this weekend, and I mean, I can't agree more on some of that, because it's automatic. Daryl, as far as the rules go, it's Salem Speedway rules.
Yeah.
You can look them up.
Stock stuff only.
Yeah.
No performance intake.
Yeah, no add-ons, no nothing like that.
But if we see you run over somebody too, not only does the guy that you spun out go and tell, but you're going with him.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to be fair as we can be. We're going to try not to hopefully make any of those calls. And there's, like I said, there's going to be some rubbing. There's going to be some fender banging. It's Thunder Valley. It's tight. I get it. But I've also ran 3 wide around there in a modify. So it's not like there ain't room.
And if you want to argue with us, you're leaving.
Right. It's nothing personal, guys. We're just trying to get this thing going.
Right.
And the fairgrounds can be successful up there. It was at one point. And I'm telling you, the sponsors and stuff that poured into this, most of them said they would come back next year, and help sponsor it for the year. So if we can get this thing running and get it going next year, maybe we have another racetrack race on Friday nights.
Yeah.
I know Bloomington's going again, but they don't run pure stocks. They don't run Hornets. They don't run Crown Vics on a regular basis, or even at all. Some of them, but so let's try to get something going here, so we get this place going again and take care of these people that help take care of you guys. Cause I mean, they've made it possible. These purses, if you go do the math on these purses, we all give Brownstown a hard time. We've all gave Twin Cities a hard time. But if you go do the math on these purses, they're not easy to pay. As far as a super stock class at Brownstown, they don't cover themselves. The modifies, when I did the math, they don't cover themselves. The pure stocks only cover themselves if they get like 22 or 23, which is happening right now. But 2 years ago, it wasn't.
Right.
The Crown Vic and Hornet guys cover themselves. They take care of themselves, and they bring people with them. That's why we're doing it with you guys, because, the other night in the pits, some of you guys had 4 or 5 people with one car.
Right.
You're taking care of the other classes, and you guys need some appreciation too. It's not that we don't want to have a super stock race there in the future. TJ's all about it. TJ wants to have a late model race. I'd love to have a crate race, but I got to take care of the guys that take care of the track itself this time to get its feet under it. Once the feet are under it and it starts running, there'll be some late model races there. That's in TJ's plans, but you guys got to help him to get going first.
Yeah. Mike, no, you can't just unplug 2 cylinders. There will be no Crown Vics. Sorry.
Hey, well, I like the effort though, Mike. I like it.
Do you want to release information on Pit Pass?
Yeah, that's another thing we need to talk about tonight too. But we're going to do a rundown. We need to do a question and answer.
Sorry.
It's okay. We need to do JT, do you have pit passes and gate fees lined out yet?
Pit pass is going to be $25. We knocked $5 off of it. Try to help you guys out, get in there. Grandstands $10 because we want you to bring your families, guys. $10 grandstands. If you have a family of 4, you're $40 in. That's a lot cheaper, and you're going to go watch a race anywhere. We do understand it's not a super late model show. Yeah. We're not really trying to appeal to the super late model fans. We're just trying to appeal to the regular race fan
and families. We want families to come, not just one person come because they can't afford it.
Right. So $10 grandstand, $25 pit pass. I do know that my sister works for, I keep calling it AGT or something, but
Chat GPT,
something. She'll have to announce. Well, I'll announce this later, but she's got 5 free grandstand passes for them guys. So
awesome. And we've talked about, we're going to do some stuff for the fans. We're going to do some giveaways and be some raffles and that type of stuff.
There is going to be JTF and merchandise giveaway up there for free. I can't guarantee it's going to be the right size, but there's going to be some shirts sold out. There's going to be some hats up there. So if anybody wants to donate anything like that too, get a hold of us. You know, we're willing to give. I think Zach's planning on giving some shirts away.
Yeah.
I'm probably talk Peyton into it if I ask real nice.
Kids,
We got can koozies.
I'd say the kids
what is it,
will
12 and under?
Yeah,
No, we're gonna do better than that. If 16 and under, you're
Okay.
free.
There you go.
16 under,
16
you're
under,
free.
you're free.
and there may be something else for the kids too.
Yeah.
that may be released here in the next couple weeks.
Yep.
So
Can you bring your own cooler?
You bring your own cooler.
Yeah.
No alcohol. There will
Yeah.
be no alcohol on the property this.
Yeah,
that
coolers
weekend.
will be checked when you come through the.
Yeah.
the
Sorry,
the
we
gate.
can't. You can't have alcohol on there.
It's fairgrounds property and insurance, man. To get this insurance affordable, I got to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we get busted, then we're the ones paying the price.
Yeah.
Right. So no alcohol, and but coolers are allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
And there will be some sort of food and drink there available to buy.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you have to bring. I will have something there, food or
No.
drink, no matter what. I
Yeah.
haven't locked in exactly what I'm doing yet, but there will be. It will be there.
Yep.
Because we might be there 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna push it
Yeah.
through as fast as we can, but we're also not gonna take shortcuts.
And I'm going to put out a whole thing, like a press release thing with all
Yeah.
this information in it too in the coming week or so.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, I've got a lot of Crown Vics locked in. So
Yeah.
the more Crown Vics we get, the more I can pay you too. You know, I mean, so I need to tell you this too. I didn't tell you this a while ago, but 1:00 driver registration is going to end. Me and this, I'm not going to release the secretary's name, but me and the cash lady, who is the best you can get, are going to go get this money
You can
figured out.
release her name. It's
And we're
okay.
gonna get it paid about as best we can. You know, at 1:00, you're gonna have your car signed in and drawed. Yeah, if you come in later, we can let you start the tail maybe, but we really need you there early.
Yeah.
1:30, we're gonna have the drivers meeting. I can tell you, I should have a rough idea what we're gonna pay you, and I'll tell you in the drivers meeting what we're gonna pay you. We're gonna give you a guarantee before then, but
Yes.
At
There could
1:30
be extra.
at 1:30, I will let you know how much extra we have to add to it. And at 2:00, Zach's gonna have racetrack ready. We're gonna be rolling out there. We're gonna go racing. So that's the plan right now. I want to be done. I'd like to be done by 5, but I've accounted for 7. So
Yeah, I think 7's a good number.
Yeah.
Pit gates opening probably 10, 11.
Yeah, probably 10:30 or 11, I would say, and she'll start taking money. I know you guys do this, and I appreciate it. But if you guys get there early, if you could park outside the fence, we'll get you in as fast as we can. I'll have extra help there getting you guys signed in so you guys can roll in there. But it's just so much work because we're all going to be busy trying to make sure this racetrack's perfect. So it's so much work to make sure you guys. I'm not even saying you guys would cheat us. I'm not saying you cheat us, but to get everybody out and get them back in. Yeah. So if you guys could just park outside, stack them, I'll have people walking to you in the line, getting you in if that's what it takes, if we get that backed up. But if you guys don't care if you get there early, we'll probably have the gate shut. Just park outside the gate. We'll get you in there as soon as we can, as soon as I get all my help there. Because I have a feeling we're going to be overwhelmed. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But there's one lady that's just doing driver sign in. So if nothing else, and there's a line for payout, we'll go ahead and get you signed in as a driver so that you're definitely locked in for that. Something else I want to, guys. This helps me. This makes you look cool too, because I always like being a part of it. I'm doing the pre-driver entry list. That helps us get an idea of the purse. That's why it's helping me. So if you guys plan on racing Crown Vics, Pure Stocks, or Hornets, shoot me or Matt a message, Zach or Peyton, any of us, and I'm going to make a list, and we'll get that released close to the event. So you guys, first off, it looks cool because it says, "Look who's going to be at this race," and your name's going to be on the list. I always thought when my name was on the Spooky 200, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So get with us. Just send me your name, your car number, and where you're from, and I'll put you on the list. And that helps me advertise. That helps me get an idea what the car counts are going to be. That helps me with the purses, and it makes you look cool. That's kind of neat, wasn't it?
That's right.
Did I sell that good, you think?
I think so.
I thought it was phenomenal.
Perfect.
So here's what I want to do. We got
There's been a lot
let's-
of viewers this whole time.
a
This
ton.
is phenomenal.
This is awesome. Let's do this. Well, we're going to open up the floor now for questions and answers.
Jerry's got a good point there too. How about after race cleanup?
We're gonna. You want me to cover that, or you got it? You get there and say something?
I was just going to say Sunday we'll be there picking up. If anybody wants to come up and help, it'd be awesome. We're not going to pay you. It's all volunteer work, but it would be awesome. The biggest thing is people when you're in the pits, just throw your trash away.
Same thing with the grandstands. Don't just throw your Coke bottle on the ground. Just pick it up and throw it in a trash can when you leave.
That would help
Just
us.
be courteous
more
and
than
find a
anything,
trash
you
can,
know.
throw it in.
We're gonna have trash cans there. I'm gonna make sure that if Tanner's got to go get some from work, we'll have trash cans there. But
Yeah.
the least we have to clean up, the better, you know. But yeah, if anybody wants to volunteer help Sunday, we'll be there probably 10 or 11 in the morning, cleaning up, making sure, because I want to leave it.
I can
First
tell
off,
you this: it's going to be how we leave it Sunday morning is going to determine a lot,
Right.
Yeah.
with the fair board.
And they have a
Or
demo the
fairgrounds.
weekend after our race, so you know we don't want to leave it trashy for the demo guys, because Isaiah's making sure all the barriers and stuff's moved for me before I even get there. So I want to leave it in the same shape they leave us. So if you guys want to come help clean up, that's great. We'll take all the help we can get on that.
Schreier, we are the ones putting it on.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
The four sitting here plus TJ Mulvaney.
Yes. Yeah.
Herb shock placement on the shocks. Front shocks, obviously, they got to be stock mount.
No high mends.
No high ends.
No Hyman shot.
Rears, he said the placement, he'll be leaning on them, but they do need to be stock mount shocks.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not trying. I'd love to have you. I don't know where. I don't recognize
It's Paragon.
We'd love to have you guys.
They don't even have-
So I mean, if there's something we can do to help you,
Yeah.
what did he say about Hymens are allowed on the rear?
No high ends on the rear.
No.
I don't know anything about rules,
Stock
so I
mount
stay
only.
out of it.
Okay.
I know how to make a Facebook
Yeah, if
post.
there's any, I mean, I've got a couple extra shocks that I would loan out what we got to help you. But I know if you're going Heim, it's probably, I don't know if you guys mounts would work either.
No.
So
Man, I know that name, Asbury.
That's Juan.
flying taco.
Flying Taco.
Oh,
Paragon.
okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Mention food, and JT's all about it.
That's another thing on the rules. They're going to be enforced.
Yeah.
We're not. I don't want to say it, but we're not going to Brownstown. Okay. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you got questions on the rules, feel free to shoot me or Zach a message. I mean,
Yeah.
We can, if we don't know the answer, we can get it. I know the Hornet rules at Brownstown. I've seen somebody comment on that they don't follow their own rules. I know, but the way I understood the SCDRA thing, just it seems like that's a lot more open, and that's great. I mean, if that ever comes to Brownstown, that'll probably come to Thunder Valley too. But we just kind of got to cater to the guys that are close that we're most likely to get.
Right.
And here's the thing: is it's kind of twofold, just from my perspective, because drivers complain because tracks don't enforce rules.
Yeah.
So we can't complain when they do enforce rules. So when
Right.
drivers
Yeah.
are putting on the event,
Yeah.
sometimes they're the ones that complain because the rules aren't enforced.
I mean,
so
and
we're
that's
going to
another
enforce the
thing.
rules.
If you show up and your car is illegal per Brownstown rules, you can't be pissed off at us
Right.
because you're the one that's in the wrong.
Right.
Right.
So just
We're
throwing
hoping
that
that'll
out.
bring more cars, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Obviously, he's not going to be able to check every single thing, but that list of stuff I gave you is the stuff that I know for a fact is going to be checked.
Right.
if he sees something else, and he can disqualify you
Right.
then, and
Right.
you're not going to get your money back.
He's obviously going to be in a hurry, and he's only got so much time to get all these. Cause it's looking good for the Hornet car count as well. So he's going to look over them the best he can. But the list of stuff I said is the stuff that you can guarantee on.
Right.
If you find something else, and here's something else I'm going to say too, because I know Paragon and not Circle City, Lincoln Park, they let you run fabricated floor pans and transmission tunnel. I'm going to let that go.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. So don't feel like you got to have stock floor pans or anything, because I know some of the guys that run at Brownstown don't have it either. So as long as it's steel, I'm cool with it. If a magnet sticks to it, I'm cool with it. You're good to go. But I do want a firewall from frame rail to frame rail. I do want that just for safety. And no sheet metal cockpit on the pure stock either. I want to be able to see the floor pan, even if it's not stock on the passenger side. I'm not trying to run anybody off. I'm just trying to keep it fair for all the guys that are coming to race. Because I've got a lot of pure stock guys from Brownstown that said that they would come, and I got to take care of them because they're coming. And but anything I do to help the Paragon guys or Lincoln Park guys get in there too. I mean, I'm open to talk about anything, but you got to let me know in advance.
JT, do you want to address Brandon's question?
What did it say?
invert.
All right, so I actually told Cricky this the other day because Chris Workman's actually been in contact with him. He's been a big help too. I've always been against an invert and redraw. if we go get 40 Crown Vics and we draw them in, there's a chance we're going to do a redraw on the Crown Vic. I know. I hate saying it because
He
I
griped so much after Scottsburg.
I hate it.
We're still hearing about it.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm still against it, but I've had a couple people say, you know, if you draw a 99 at Thunder Valley and you got to pass, and there's 10 cars in your heat race and we're taking 4, it's going to be really hard to pass 6 race cars in any class. It's so tight there, and it's
And that's another thing we talked about last night too, is if depending on the car count will be dependent on laps for heat races as well.
If we got 10 cars, or if we got 15 cars that we got to run in 4 heat races or something, I'm not going to give you guys 8 laps.
No,
Right.
That's not fair. You know, but I also do know I've started in the tail of a heat race at Thunder Valley, and I know what it's like to try to pass 6 cars. It's not easy.
right.
Thunder Valley is a race car driver racetrack, but that's also helps you guys too. A car's still important. I'm not saying you're gonna go up there with a junk race car and win a race, but you don't have to have 700 horsepower. You don't have to have the best spring setup in the world. You got to be able to drive a race car at Thunder Valley. It matters up there. So, but we'll make some decisions once I get a kind of idea what car count is. We're gonna have another meeting too. So once I get an idea of car count, we'll come out with what the redraw and if our invert or something, we'll figure something out there and let you guys know. We won't just make you show up unknowing.
Because I think just how I am, but I think everything needs to be nailed down 95% before the drivers' meeting.
Yeah.
And everybody should know what's going to happen before the drivers' meeting on the 25th.
Right.
Like right now, there's just a lot of stuff that's up in the air because we're still actively working on it. So
I promise you guys, though, the purses are looking promising.
yes.
They are looking promising. So I got a couple more phone calls to make, and we got a couple other people that are sending money. We want to make sure we got it before we advertise it, you know. So,
And I'll tell you another thing that's going to help us out too. Is going to be the promotion of the event, getting people in the stands, bring the family. Because all that, like we said, that money is not going to us. It's going back to the drivers. So the more we promote it, the more people that are in the stands, more cars that are in the pits, whatever. It all goes back in your guys' pocket. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
if we want to make payout, then.
And to be honest with you, people that are in Salem or very close surrounding areas, what else is there to do on a Saturday night on
There's
October
not.
25th?
There's not.
There's nothing. So
right. Yeah, and like I said, even the drivers list is going to help. I mean, that's free advertising for us too, you know. Plus, you look cool, so send it to us. Let's make it. Let's make you look cool, even if you have a cool nickname. I'm gonna tell you this: I do know a couple of Thunder Valley Hall of Famers that are planning on racing it, and I think that is really cool. I'm not gonna say their names yet because I want to make sure that they're good to go, but I've got at least 3 of them that look like that they're going to be there. So
That'd be cool.
that's neat to have a Hall of Famer at.
Yeah.
And our signs will be up there. So check out the Thunder Valley Hall of Fame signs and give that a little love too, because I put a lot of work into that the last couple of years. So
yeah,
not to take away from anything. Go ahead and read some more questions. I'm sorry.
Are they running the open wheeled super stocks?
That's way
Not
before
this
our
time,
time, Webb.
No, JT just did it a couple years ago.
Well,
And it's been a minute.
yeah.
But man, hey, I ran second in that old jalopy. If Zach wouldn't have had a win, man,
hell,
I'd
that's what
hold
my
it
pure
on.
stock looks like right now.
You ready for mods, bud?
That's what Ted told me this morning. He goes,
I
"I just
said-
run that as a modified now."
I still got all the pieces for that nose.
I will say this: I don't know what the analytics of this live show here is, but the amount of comments we have is mind blowing, and we
Yeah.
can't think. If we overlook something tonight, I completely apologize. We apologize because it's just crazy how much support we're getting.
I guess I forgot you ran as a modified.
Yeah. I didn't run supers. That's how much Thunder Valley meant to me. I mean, I took the fenders off to go race up there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and announce this now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get with JT probably Monday or Tuesday, and we'll get a kind of a pre-press release thing put out early this week with the pit passes, the mount, the grandstand admission, that type of stuff, so everybody kind of
And that was
knows
just a temporary flyer until we got all that locked in.
Yes.
You know, we wanted to get something out there so everybody could get the date saved.
I will say this too. Facebook has a new thing now where they erase lives after 30 days. So after 30 days, this will no longer be available. So I'll have to share it out again closer to time. That's a new policy that they come up with. So
And make it up as they go.
but it will also be on the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel too. So
Yes.
does anybody else have any questions that they would like to get answered tonight?
It was a notified. That's funny.
Mike, about the dashes. We're going to be crunched on time just to try to get everything before the dark. So we probably won't be doing any dashes.
Right.
We might try to do something fun for the drivers. I mean, there's a lot of fun too. Like JT was talking about, like paying back. Like, obviously our plan is to not put it all on top, because I don't know how you try to get people to come when you're just going to pay on top. But I like races too, like the Scott Patman a couple weeks ago at Brownstown. There should be incentives throughout the field. If you finish 11th, there should be, if a sponsor wants to donate $100 to 11th, or, hopefully there's some stuff like that going on.
And as long as things go smooth and everything looks good on time, I'm planning on doing out of car driver intros for the Crown Vics.
Yeah.
That's definitely the plan. If it looks like we're pushing time, I got to get going, but we should have time, but you just never know what kind of bumps are going to be in the road.
Yep. Chris, it's probably going to be hard. I don't know. JT might be able to tell me I'm wrong, but
my insurance was, I looked into that. My insurance is only good for the one day. My track lease is only good for the one day. So I'd have to I'd double everything.
Yeah.
So probably won't happen.
Now, it would be different if we were running a season schedule where your insurance covers you from point A to point B, because then you can do anything you want to in there. But what we're paying for is just for the one day.
Right. Yeah. It's not that I don't want to do it, because I think it's a great idea, because then we would know what the track's going to do so we could make adjustments. But it's already a gamble with the money I've spent. So it's not out of the question yet, but it looks highly unlikely at the moment.
Eric Lewis said it takes him 15 minutes to get ready, so better hope I'm toward the front if you do driver intros. We'll wait on it.
You better send me a message confirming that you're bringing 2 or 3, because I know you got 3 there. So
yeah,
you better be sending me a message really soon that you're planning on coming, or else I'm not even going to let you run. Yeah, it is a day race. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Are you reading that? I didn't mean to jump ahead of you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it is going to be a day race. That's just because we're trying to beat the cold, and there's enough light to race at dark, but there's enough lighting there to race at dark, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be last time we were there. So we're trying to beat the dark if we can.
And I will say from experience, a day race at the end of October is way different than a day race beginning of July.
Yeah.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah. You care if I read through some of these real quick?
There's
a couple people I want to thank, and Matt's got something he wants to thank too. But ABC Garage Doors freaking donated a huge amount and helped us out a ton. They've sponsored my race car for years. They sponsor Braxton Reed's race car now. So I want to thank ABC Garage Doors for kicking in it. They told me that if it goes on next year, they'll be a part of that too. So if you ever need any garage door work, please support the people that support us, because they're making this happen. So get a hold of them guys if you need garage work. Wilcox Towing, them guys, James and Bub and Jamie, they've sponsored my race car for years too. And they didn't even hesitate when I called and said, "Hey, James, I need a couple wreckers." He said, "Well, tell me when." And he's going to have 2 wreckers there he's going to drive one personally. The owner of Wilcox Towing is going to drive a wrecker at my event. That's awesome. And then Daryl's going to be in the other one. And anybody that knows Daryl's done it for years. So we're going to have 2 really, 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 really solid wrecker drivers up there for that. Temple and Temple, I contacted, I tried to contact Dakota Young. If you guys ever deal with Dakota Young, don't even waste your time. That guy is worthless. But I got a hold of Josh Haley, and I said, "Man, I'm looking to get a sheep's foot. Could I rent one from you or anything?" And Josh said, "I tell you what I do. I love helping small events like this, and he loves helping the fairgrounds out." Not only did he donate me a sheep's foot, he donated me an operator for the sheep's foot, because this isn't a pull behind. This is an actual piece of machinery. So not only will I have a sheep's foot from Temple and Temple, I'm going to have a guy that runs it on a regular basis there running it. So that's awesome. That's going to help us out a ton. Salem Speedway Fire and Rescue, they got a hold of me. They've donated a safety team. They're going to have a safety one there, which is like their main safety truck at the Speedway. And they're going to have their side-by-side there. So fire and safety's covered. As far as them guys that actually take it more serious than anybody I've ever seen. So follow their page. They're donating. They're donating their time and their equipment to do this. They're not charging me nothing. I'm going to try to pay for their fuel and stuff, but they're not charging me anything. They're sending 6 people up there to do it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be one of the safest dirt races in the southern Indiana, because I've been to some racetracks that have 2 guys running a safety truck, or not even have a safety truck at all. So huge thanks to them. Jeff and John Corbin. Most people know Jeff. I've not met John, but the Corbin boys donated some money too to help us pay some purses. Them guys are awesome. Jeff's always treated me and Zach and Peyton like we're his kids. I mean, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. So thanks to them guys for helping, raise some money for it. Braden Reed Racing, they donated some money yesterday. So they're going to pay I'm not going to release that yet, but they're going to pay a certain position in the Crown Vic feature.
You already said.
Well, dude, I told you that I wasn't locking that in yet.
No.
You're jumping the gun. Let me handle this. Kurt Bennett, big shout to Kurt Bennett because he is going to do all the teching. Plus, he's going to run the lineup shoot for me. Anybody, I mean, you got to have somebody that knows what they're doing that. And Kurt's been around racing his whole life. His dad actually got put in the Kentuckiana Racer Hall of Fame this year, which is a phenomenal accomplishment. But Kurt's going to be there doing the tech. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking at. He's going to be in there in lineup shooting. He's going to know what cars need to be where, and he's going to have you guys lined up before you even roll out there. So big shout out to them. Will Greenwell had Matt on his podcast the other day. He's going to be our announcer. He's done a ton for our advertising already. So I wanted to give a big shout out to Will for helping us with that. Bobby Puckett's been he's going to do a bigger piece on us on his podcast this week, but him and Kurt have their podcast, and Bobby's planning on flagging the race. So them guys do a lot for racing. So as far as podcasts go, what Will's is Wild Will Throwdown, right?
Wild Will Throwdown.
Bobby's is Trading Sliders, both phenomenal podcasts, both phenomenal, all three phenomenal guys. So give them guys a listen because these guys are helping us make it possible. And Matt's got another list here, and I'm gonna let him go too. But I want to give you guys a big shout out for helping me out and helping make this a success. And TJ's got some sponsors too. Of course, he isn't here, but I think Matt's got some of them.
Yeah, so I got Hammond and Lemons Termite and Pest Control. They've come on board for this event. ATR Truck Trailer Fleet Repair. We've got Scottsburg Glass has come on board. JT's already mentioned ABC Garage Doors. Also, too, where'd that post go? Black Belt Racing.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
They have come up. They're going to donate a brand new helmet blower, which is like a $339 value, to the winner of the Crown Vic class, the Pure Stock class, and the Hornet class. So there's 3 helmet blowers up for grabs. That's on top of the purse. That's just a sponsorship deal. Also, too, there's going to be a 4th helmet blower that we might do a raffle for or something in the pit area, even in the stands, whatever. So huge shout out to Black Belt Racing for throwing that in there. And just late breaking news, Midnight Sports Gear will be donating a brand new custom fire suit to the winner of the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals. So
you're talking $1,000.
that's a $1,000 value right
I'm
there.
to give me a Crown Vic now.
And as far as those helmet blowers,
Shout out to Grant Simpson
Track
for
prep,
that.
dude. Don't
Oh,
even
sorry.
think about
Shout out to
That's
Grant
too
Simpson.
much.
as far as those helmet blowers go, though, I bought one of those for my asphalt car from Kevin. It blows twice as hard as that All-Star one did.
Does it?
Phenomenal helmet blowers, and it's the whole kit, dude. You get the wiring and everything.
Yeah,
it's all there.
It's ready to go.
It clamps onto your roll bars. You can move it from car. I put a plug on mine so I can unplug it from one, put in the other.
Yeah.
But those are phenomenal helmet blowers, and that's what'd you say that he charges for them?
$339.
First off, if you're looking to buy one, that's as cheap as you're going to find one, and it blows harder than anything you're going to buy on the market. So if you don't win one, buy one because they're good helmet blowers.
Just in incentives with a helmet blower and now a new custom fire suit, that's $1,400 value right there for the Crown Vic, the winner of the Crown Vic Dirt Nationals.
Yeah, I mean it's phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
Ain't it? It's crazy what we've got in so far. And TJ's got some more that.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of others that we don't even know about yet.
Yeah, I wish TJ was here today, but I say he's on vacation. I wasn't going to take away from his vacation after all the work that him and his wife's so phenomenal.
His wife keeps him in check when it comes to this racing stuff.
So if you guys see them out or if you come to the racetrack and see him, you guys need to make sure you say something nice to him. Because I'm telling you, the guy's poured his heart and soul into it, and he wants to make this go full time. So take care of him if you guys see him and tell him thanks for putting on this deal because we couldn't do it without him.
Right.
Billy, the driver's meeting is not at 10:30. It is at 1:30.
Yes.
1:30. Yeah. But we should have pit gate open as our plan 10:30. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
If we can get there earlier, most of us are going to be doing track stuff, but I've got a phenomenal group of girls that are coming to freaking knock this out. I mean, just a good group of girls that are going to take care of you guys. So MSG also donated, they're supposed to be donating custom
wristbands.
Oh, they are?
That's what I was told. So
Good deal.
Grant, you need to get with me on that too. But and Kenny donated any time I needed from him too. The Simpson boys always took good care of me, even though they left before my feature the other night, and I was a little hurt about it.
Oh, I'm sure the wristbands will be stuck at the port, just like the gloves have been the whole year.
Yeah, we do appreciate all you guys watching tonight. And if you have any, questions about rules and stuff, get a hold of us. If you got any questions about helping, get a hold of us. Please send me.
Do not message me about rules because I have no clue.
Yeah, me and Zach, you okay with me saying that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Me and Zach be okay to answer any rules you got. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm expecting. I set a goal for 20 Crown Vics. I done had 20. I mean, commit as much as they could commit. I don't think 40's out of question. We got 44 at the last one, and that was competing against the Sports Drum, which we didn't mean to do.
Right.
That was completely accident. Which we're not ever trying to compete against anybody. Sports Drum, we want you guys to get your cars too, but we're not competing against them this time. I don't think 40 Crown Vics is out of the question. As far as Hornets go, I had a guy last night at Brownstown tell me that he would bring 6 or 7 with him. So I don't think 20 Hornets is out of the question.
Right.
If I can get 10 pure stocks, I'm going to be tickled to death. And I've got 5 that I know are going to be there. So 5 more, I don't think that's hard to get, especially, seeing how Brownstown gets 35 at night, So I think we could get the cars there. And I think it's going to be a good show. If you're just a regular race fan, $10 entry fee, you're not going to pay that for a regular show anyway. But this is going to be the best of the best Crown Vic guys, in my opinion, on dirt anyway. I'm not going to say the best of the best because there's guys on asphalt like Noah Allison and Chase Adams and them guys. But the best of the best dirt Crown Vic guys are going to be there. The best of the best Hornet dirt guys are going to be there. And I think you're going to have a really good stout field of Crown Vics or pure stocks. So come support it. Come watch it.
And just to reiterate from earlier, if the rules don't meet the specs of your car, we do apologize. It's just what we know, what we're going to do for this event. And if something comes next year and there is a full season, who knows what the rules will be. It's just for this one event, and it is what it is.
And like I said, if you get a hold of me soon enough, I've got some spares for the pure stock guys. As far as tires, I've got 20 or 30 tires. I'm sure Peyton's got some leftover tires. We can get you some tires if you don't have the right tires. I've got a couple set of shocks that I can loan out. The Bilstein shocks. What else was my rules? I got a couple. I tell you what, I even got a couple spare intakes. I would loan a couple spare intakes out if you guys need, because I know the Lawrenceburg guys run the high-rise intakes. So if a couple of you guys need intakes, get a hold of me too, and I'll do my best with that. I don't have any spare carburetors because none of my super stock stuff works on that. But I'll help you guys out the best I can. But we're gonna stick with the Brownstown rule style, and we're gonna back it up. But we definitely want you guys. We want you guys there if you guys can come and reach out to us if we can help you. We'll do our best. And if you got a question, don't drive 2.5 hours thinking, well, maybe they'll let me race, because that's not the case.
Right.
Billy, yes, he will be driving, but after the drivers' meeting, he was no longer affiliated with us as far as that goes. So he's going to get the same treatment that everybody else does.
I just couldn't. I called because I wanted to race, so I'm not willing to make myself sit out at this moment. But yeah,
but once the drivers' meeting's over, like Zach said, you were no longer part of the
right. And
you're just a racer.
If somebody wants to come look at my stuff, the same stuff that Kurt's looking at, I mean, hell, you can look at anything on it. I'm fine with that if that's what it takes.
If he's rough driving somebody, we will throw him out too. Right. So
and he'll no longer be on the Flag to Flag live show.
Somebody said something about Blake Hole cheating. Blake Hole's not cheating.
No, he's just being.
I didn't see who it was.
It's Robert.
Robert.
Being Robert.
But yeah, there's a lot of good race cars at Brownstown. I mean, it's hard to make the show every week, ain't it, Peyton?
Yeah.
It's freaking tough field out there.
Especially when you got jackasses too out there.
We had old Fireball Brad Kemp last night burning to the ground almost. So it's a tough class. We're all trying to be fast. I mean, I get it. But if anybody's got anything, they need anything, let me know. I'll try to help you out the best I can. Oh, I was going to say too, Redline Race Fuels, if you want to pre-order fuel through them, he's not going to have extra fuel there. But he said if you wanted to pre-order fuel there, he would deliver it to you up there that day. So that's totally up to you guys on what you want to do there. But I got it. He's on Facebook, Salem Redline Race Fuels. If you need to pre-order it probably a couple weeks before so he can get it, make sure he's got it for you.
That's all I got.
I think that was pretty good. I hope we
Yeah.
answered all your guys' questions.
Yeah.
And I'll try to keep the flag to flag page. I'll try to keep it as up to date as much as possible with news and information as we get it. I think we probably shoot for another. What did you say earlier, JT? Another show next week or week after? What did you say?
I'd like to have another one as soon as we get the purse figured out.
Okay, yeah, just
Our guaranteed purse. So let's go ahead and make a goal. I'm gonna give you all week next week. The week after this coming week, we're gonna have one midweek.
Okay, that's fine.
So we should have an idea of what sponsors we got locked in at that point. If you want to sponsor, please reach out because like I said, we're not keeping any of this in our pocket. It's all going back. If you guys want to sponsor it, please reach out to Bat for that because he's the man on that.
Yeah.
And I've already got a ton of driver entries, so I'm telling you guys, the car count's going to be phenomenal. But send that out too, and we'll release the first one of those that episode too, if that's okay with you, Matt.
And
whatever we need to do to.
Okay.
your logo is going to be on a flyer that
Yep.
we'll hand out that night as well. So
And that's the only thing I'm forcing on Will is to read the sponsors every break you got.
Yeah.
Because they're making it happen.
And Will's very good about it.
Yeah.
He knows how important sponsors are.
Yeah. But I do want to thank all these guys because, I mean, I didn't mean to take on a race. It kind of happened. None of these guys batted an eye. None of them said, boy, you're stupid. And I know they were all probably thinking it.
We had some conversations behind the scenes, not when JT was around.
At the end of the day,
It was that.
Thunder Valley
we
doesn't
did
mean
a
to
lot.
these guys what it means to me. Well, maybe Peyton raced up there, but Zach doesn't care. He's going to be there.
I didn't say that. my dad raced there when I was a kid.
We all have affiliation with Thunder Valley. We've all been there, but it means it's very important to me. And watching North Vernon shut down, that didn't affect me because that wasn't my track, but
It still sucks.
seeing my track do it too, it's headed in Twin Cities direction.
That's why we have to be supportive of every event. There's going to be stuff that happens that none of us agree with. We're going to do stuff that people don't agree with. But at the end of the day, a race happened. A racetrack was open. You could sit in the stands. You could watch it. You could whatever. And the prices are going to be fairly reasonable. Payout's going to be decent. It is what it is.
There's future
So-
Thunder Valley Hall of Famer saying he's coming.
Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey, if you think he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, you're crazy. So, guys,
Yeah, so-
come support this. Come
Yes.
watch these. Come watch these Hall of Famers put it on these current hot shoes. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I'm saying big words for myself.
You are.
If I can't spell it, I should say
Pythagorean
it.
theorem.
Resurrection.
You can't
Yeah.
spell shoes.
Yeah, I said what did I put resurrection on today? Was that a post?
I don't know. He's afraid he was going to say something else.
I had to ask Peyton to spell it because he couldn't spell it either. He went to West Washington.
Shit, I got you putting erection on there, and I spelled it for you.
So, but yeah, guys, share this out.
Yeah, share it
Even
out as
though
much as we
we're
can.
done kind of now. Share it out. We got 70 something shares on that one post. That's crazy.
I had almost 100 on the other one.
You guys have all been absolutely phenomenal. I can't thank every one of you enough. Even the people that are just coming to watch. You guys are making it happen. Hopefully,
I don't want to brag. Like I'm just, I stay humble. But ever since we put flag to flag media on this event, like it's just.
Well, I had to ask
I don't
JT the other day.
want to brag, but
I had to ask JT the other day. I said, "Are you putting this on, or is Matt putting this on?" I said, "I don't know who was doing it."
yeah.
I did hear a rumor too that Joe Walker, Hall of Famer, is supposed to crew chief a race car up there for this. So,
I need a fender.
and he's been to prison.
So,
So,
He has been in prison.
that's the funniest thing I ever heard when I heard that.
man.
He pulled that out last night again.
Again?
Same jackass ran me over, so he had to pull it out. Too.
yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
but your dad saying that though was just it's funny. So
I
And
was
if you
thinking,
think this is going to be a circus, pay your entry fee and come watch.
yeah.
It probably is going to be a circus, but it's going to be a fun circus.
there'll probably
I
a few
But I'm not
clowns
renting.
there, right?
Yeah.
I'm not renting
Yeah.
renting an elephant. I can
Sounds
tell you that right now.
Right.
I'm not pitching in on that. All right,
You
everybody.
see Brett.
All
Oh, Brad.
right, everybody stay up to date on the Flag to Flag Media page, and I'll be posting stuff as we get it.
Thanks for all your comments.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and I'll make sure we get an announcement out way before the next show so everybody can tune into that one as well.
Yeah.
And we can get it shared out. So,
Playing midweek, the week after this week's our plan. So
Okay.
we should be, and maybe another one after that. But tune in, guys. Keep sharing it out. You guys are phenomenal.
until the next flag flies. Right, JT?
Yep.
All
That's when
right.
we'll see you.
See you.